What the fuck is up? It is Big Burga, and I'm bored as shit, so I thought I would live stream. This is one of my first live streams. I mean, I've live streamed before, but for other reasons. I haven't really created music live. So I don't really know how to start this shit, but I last night I made a couple of little tracks real quick. And so I thought I'd show that shit off real quick. At least the interesting parts of them. I don't quite know what genre this is. I don't know, I'm just gonna play it. This probably took me about half an hour to make. Not too complicated. You know, a little chill beat. And then I also made this one. I'm getting kind of like I don't know what vibe I'm getting from this. It's like a 80s-ish kind of. I don't really know how to explain it. I was just fucking around with someone else's, this dude, Frank Vanderkloot. My dude Carson showed me that dude. So I was just fucking around with the sample, seeing what I can make. It's interesting. Don't quite know how to explain it. It's a bit different, not really my style. I feel like this is a song where you wouldn't really put lyrics on it. You kind of just release this as the instrumental by itself. You know, I was just fucking around with other people's samples. I don't usually sample other people's stuff. I usually create my stuff from scratch, but so today we're gonna try to make some cool shit, like that, hopefully, but this is all gonna be live, so you're gonna see all the fuck-ups that I have, because I do fuck up a lot, and I just fix it later. One of the main things that I do wrong is usually, mastering my shit. I usually have way too much bass in it. I don't know why. Even though I turn the kicks and the bass down like a shit ton to where you can't even hear them. When I try it in other people's systems, for some reason it just fucking like blows their speakers and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make some some not over bassy music. Hey, to watching. Hey, say what's up in chat if you want to show me some love. So we'll just start with, what do I want to start with? I'm trying to figure out what kind of genre I'm gonna try to go into. I think I'm gonna try to make the same kind of stuff the first song was, so I'm probably gonna start with some 808s and whatnot. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw a bunch of 808 stuff in there. Just some kicks, some snares, some of them hats, and hold up, probably drop that down to I like chilling at around 60. 62 is fine. Alright. Now I need to find out what kind of beat I want to make. Maybe I will make it just chill like that, like without too many snares in there. I don't usually do that. Let's see. I don't know, I'm just gonna play around with stuff until it sounds cool. Alright, so, actually, I'm gonna extend that, just in case I want to alter the second part later. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to grab that shit and throw it over there, and then this I'll just make normal. Wait, did I do that right? No, I didn't. It is off. Alright, cool. Just a simple drum beat. And I'm actually gonna divide it up, so I'm gonna start with the kicks. And then that'll be snares and hats. Alright, so and then yeah, it should be fine. Alright, so just the kicks on this one. Just the snares on that one. And just the hats on that shit. Cool. It doesn't sound any different, but now I can alter that shit later if I want to. Now I'm for people who actually listen to my music. I don't know if y'all noticed that, because you might just be listening to it. You don't really pay attention to the production of it. But I usually always have these little extra things in the background. An egg. A slightly different kind of egg. I don't know what this thing is, and I don't know what that means, but I use it. This little ice crack and a kielbasa. Don't know what any of that shit means, but I use them. And then I'm just gonna put them in their own separate channels, or on their own separate inserts. And this is going to be the yeah, it's just percussion. That's pretty much all it is just extra percussion shit. And what is snares? I think they're there. Yeah. And that's usually how I structure it, like this. Oh, while I'm in the mixer, I might as well throw this extra shit on there. For the people who like producing music, this is a great plugin. It costs money, but it's fucking amazing. It will make your music, like, without you actually doing anything, it'll make your music sound so much better. Because, like, you can use things like dynamic equalizers, which will automatically... You can't see it right now because I'm not playing anything. But the colors, why am I pointing at the screen? You can't see that shit. The colors on here are actually like where you want this white line to go, and then the white line is where it's actually equalizing things. So it's called a dynamic equalizer because you're actually changing things while the beat is going. It's dynamic. It's not going to stay the same. So as you can see, this shit is going up and down because it's actually compensating for like how much is in each region. So like if there's too much bass and it sees that you want a lot of bass, it's still gonna lower it a bit so that you don't like fucking clip the shit out of your bass, obviously. So it's pretty dope. And then they also have this limiter which will automatically make your music as loud as possible without it clipping. So that's also great because I'm shit at making my music not clip. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the midtones a bit. I don't want too much of that boring shit. There we go. Alright, cool. So now I can actually see what the hell everything else is, which will make shit a lot easier. So, I'm gonna lower a lot of this, because this is kind of background stuff that you don't want to hear too much of. I don't like hearing my hats too much. There's usually way too much bass, so I'm gonna bring that down. And I like putting a delay on my snares because I think it sounds cool. Cool. Now I have the majority of the beats. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing some bass and lead on there. How do I want to do this? No, it's too simple. Actually, I think I'm gonna start with a lead, so I know like what chord progression I have and what notes will accompany that when it comes to the bass. So this will just be my lead, and I usually use the same lead all the time. If you guys want to copy my shit, here is pretty much everything: the echo settings, reverb settings, and the I honestly don't know what that says. I think it says trance. I don't fucking know. All I know is this shit makes the it basically oscillates the volume, and it sounds fucking dope. Yeah, so this thing I actually made, it was really simple to make. I just started with the default, and then I just I changed it to a sine and saw, and then you see I only put a little bit of the saw in there, and then removed most of the detune, added some stereo, a little bit of more voice. I cut it off and made it a little more floaty, I guess you could say, by adding more attack and more release. And then I added a bunch of other weird ass effects that make it sound cool. So I think it sounds dope, and I have used it in most of my songs that I've made recently. It's pretty fucking dope. Yeah. So what kind of chord progression am I gonna want? Actually, I kind of want to go with the song that I think I showed you guys that first, where it didn't have any of these effects on it. I mean, it still had the, like I said, I don't know what the hell this says. I think it says trance. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I don't know why they have to abbreviate it. I took off the echo and the reverb on that one, so that it's just and it's kind of like flat. I think I also removed the attack and release. Yeah, I did. That sounds about right. Alright, cool. So, am I going to start with a note or a chord? Don't know yet. That's too empty. I'm going to have to do a chord. If you guys think I have like a piano in front of me and it's like MIDI, I don't. I'm using a keyboard right now and it sucks ass. I have a piano behind me and I have a MIDI chord right here. Oh, fuck. But I just don't. It's the MIDI chord's way too short. It's just a pain in the ass to use. So I'm just using my keyboard and I can't really tell exactly which notes are which. So I kind of just press them and hope that that's what they are, and if they aren't, then I just adjust it. Alright, let's see how that sounds. no, I wanted it spaced out like that. Yep, that'll be fine. Whatever. And I'm gonna make, like, I extended it that far because if I want to alter this later, so that you can kind of have a like heads up that this section is about to end, then I can do that later, and it won't affect this part. I'm just gonna go ahead and name this lead. And now I can work on the bass. So, where's that shit in there? And I'm just gonna use bass 2MC. Zoom out, please. Why is that the most I can zoom out? That's nasty. Going that high though, because then they don't sound like basses anymore and they get kind of nasty. Oh well, it sounds fine. I'll just lower that shit. Where's my mixer? There it is. Alright. Bass. Dope. So that's pretty much the majority of the song right there. Now I just have to, like, introduce each piece at a certain time so that it actually sounds like a full song. So I'm actually going to put that over there. I'm just going to slide it way over here so it's out of the way, but I can still grab pieces. And I'll probably start with the lead. I usually start with the lead. And actually, I'm going to throw some post effect on here. I think that can sound cool. Reverb, fuck yeah. Actually, I like to do all my equalization before I throw an effect, so I'm gonna do this first. Alright. And then, see, that's why I leave spaces here, so that I still have room to throw the fucking dynamic, whatever the fuck this is called in here. See why I do that? My god, there we go. And it probably still sounds dope. Yup. And then I should probably introduce the hats first because they're very subtle. It's gonna be the longest intro ever. And I'm gonna do my own little thing here. So, you know what most people don't do, or at least most people who produce their own shit and they're just starting out like me, they don't usually have some sort of build. Whether that's because they don't think that a build is important, or they don't know how to make a build, or they just don't want to add one. Oh fuck, I'm tired. Anyway, this is the simplest way to make a build if you don't want to use the preset samples in here. I don't really like the preset samples because you don't get a lot of flexibility with them, and they're just sounds and they're already there. Like, sure, you can change the pitch and time stretch it and whatnot, but that's sloppy. And so what I do is I take some nasty noise. That was disgusting. And I alter the effects on it. So, what the fuck is it? Let's put it on C4. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. They're all the same pitch. They all sound exactly the same. But, I don't know. It's just, I like C4. Yeah. So, throw down a new, why the fuck isn't it there? Throw down the new pattern with just the noise on it, and right before it switches to a new part. So like this is about to introduce something, so I should build it up so that people understand that there's shit changing. So the first thing I usually do is I just exponentially increase the volume. Now this usually works for like EDM shit, because a build is kind of important. It's supposed to be very prominent. You're supposed to notice it, and this is what that would sound like. You gotta wait for it. But I mean, that's one, that's way too much for me, and two, I'm only introducing hats. It's not like I'm throwing the whole fucking thing in there. If I just do, I don't want to have to delete those. Whatever. If I were to do this, although my kicks aren't very extreme right now, so it still doesn't sound fitting. But yeah, you know what I mean. That would be for things that do need a very, very strong build. I don't want to do that, and I kind of want to introduce my build, not necessarily just have it there. So what I do is I assign it to a new insert right here, and this is my noise. I do this in almost every single one of the songs that I produce. I throw a Fruity Parametric EQ2 on there, and on the presets, I use the 40 hertz and the 18K hertz cut. This shit. Doesn't look like much, but this little knob right here is what makes the difference, and I'll show you what that sounds like. I will just mute that shit real quick so you can hear it. Disgusting. So if it starts way down like this, then it's not incorporating any of this pitch at all. So like over time, if I raise it, you'll see the noise starts picking up the basses first, and then the low mids, and then we get to the treble. And because noise is very trebly, then it gives that, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a wave-ish. I don't know, it's just a nice introduction. So what I do is I reset that shit, and then I create an automation clip for it, and then I'm going to unmute that because I do want the volume to be altered as well, and then I can do this. Now the thing about this is fuck, I don't even know what that knob's called. I just realized that. What is it? Thing that it's basically the furthest of the EQ over, the one that would be handling the treble, if you pull it all the way back. That's what it is. I don't know what the hell you'd call that. I mean, apparently according to this, I think it's a band 7 frequency. Cool. It's very, very sensitive. So like if I did this, you might not even hear it at all. Whereas if I move it up like this, it may be way too intense. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this shit. Vertically, so I can get the most sensitivity out of that. And make it exponential. See, that's way too subtle. I barely heard it at all. And that might be too much. Yeah, that sounds fine. We can You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lead in half. It's not even different, so I'll just do that. That would cut down a lot of this wasted emptiness. So we just, which means all of these would be smushed in here really tight and really fast. There. Hats, and then fuck it, I'm just gonna copy all that shit over. Actually, I think I'm gonna make this more of a, it's already pretty slow, but I'm gonna make it more of a, like, I don't know how the hell to explain it. It's gonna be slower, in the sense that it's gonna fucking, it's not gonna have hats. I think I'm gonna remove the hats, and we're not even gonna use this extra percussion shit. In which case, I'll probably just start with kicks. And then introduce. That's way too much bass. That ending of the bass, whatever. So, now that shit. Hold on. I'm thinking here. So I'm gonna go right into the kicks, right? Two minutes 19 seconds. That's not too bad. I was expecting it to be even shorter. Whatever. Let's see. Hold up. YouTube is telling me something. Okay, so, ow, I just fucking punched my hat. So what's that now? Not bad. This is another one of those songs where I feel like I wouldn't sing or rap to it. I'd probably just release this as an instrumental. Let's see. And then actually, I think I'm going to slowly introduce the lead. I don't like it immediately popping off like that. It's almost going to be like a fake attack just by automating the volume of it. I'll just go like that. There, so it's not just a violent introduction. And I was just going to make that one unique, but it's harder than me just going like this. find what note is in my head. It pisses me off so much when I have music in my head that I can't bring out because I don't understand my own thoughts. I don't know how to explain that shit. Basically, there's something that I'm hearing that doesn't sound exactly the way that it did in my head, but I can't put my finger on it. Whatever. I'm not even clipping yet. You know what I will do then? I'll just throw a limiter on here. Let's pull it up. So it's just barely clipping. There. Cool. Well, that is the creation that I've made today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you one person for continuing to watch this entire stream.